What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, here with another installment of T3 Off the Cuff, your one-stop shop for daily horology news. Now we are doing a hands-on review later this afternoon, so stay tuned for that. But today I wanted to jump on here and give you a little bit of a current event. I'm very excited about this. I'm very into vintagey things. You know that I'm a vintage watch dealer. I have a shop where we curate and source vintage watches for people. TimeTellerShop.com, number one place to find affordable vintage luxury watches. Bada bing, bada boom. But I'm a sucker for new watches that look vintage. You know what I mean? And I've explained this multiple times during like numerous reviews. It's kind of the best of both worlds. Hashtag Miley Cyrus. You get the benefit of a modern built watch that you won't have to baby, because let's face it, owning and collecting vintage watches is a totally different animal than just basic watch collecting. But you get the aesthetic of like a vintage, beautiful, charming watch, and so finding like decent reissues, it's always just a pleasure. But before we go any further, please, you already know what to do. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon so you get notified when we upload, because we upload at least once a day and sometimes multiple times a day, like today. And follow me on Instagram at The Simple Consultants. You can see at the bottom right hand corner of the screen. That's my Instagram handle. We got like almost 30,000 followers over there, and I upload a whole bunch of stuff, so don't miss out. Okay. First, I wanted to mention a vintagey, cool thing that we took a look at already here, hands-on with the best dive watch around $500. That's the Beaufort Sea Trekker. If you haven't seen that review, check it out, because this is kind of like a modern take on a vintage cushion case super compressor. Very, very cool styling. Easily one of my favorite divers from a micro brand that I've reviewed recently, and at that around $500 price point, it's kind of a no-brainer. But we're not talking about that today. I want to talk about this watch, Rado. Now, I kind of rally against Rado because they do certain things well and they do certain things not very well. A lot of their watches are kind of ugly, but I've always had a soft spot for these Diastars. Now, I've sold these at the Time Teller shop. People, either love these or hate these. Very strong design choices here. Interesting crystal cut. And I don't even know if you can call this a cushion case. This is like a huge, it's like a dome, essentially. This takes like, I don't have the tuna here in the office right now, but this takes like a shroud to a new level. This isn't even a shroud. This is just the case itself. It's insane. Very, very interesting watch. Has the seahorses water sealed. Very, very cool. This is a vintage sports watch, 36 millimeters. I absolutely love these guys. If you want to get one for yourself, probably don't purchase from eBay. Probably find someone like me who can find you one and get it serviced and have it certified, T3 certified. In fact, if you want to know what that is, go to the Time Teller shop. Everything's handpicked by me, and you get a 1-year service warranty. All right. Boom. They done did it. They done did it again. Really, really cool. This is essentially reissue of a Diastar with like a very different take. Listen, I'm not a huge fan of Rado. Like, I do like certain Rado watches, but I'm not a huge fan of Rado, and I'm not a huge fan of skeleton watches. This is a Rado, and it's a skeleton, and it is freaking awesome. Dude, it is so... I would buy this watch and wear it. This is the... Let's see, Diastar. I don't know the name of I'm trying to find a reference number. We'll look at pictures in a moment. I guess they call it the Rado Diastar Original Skeleton. 38 millimeter case diameter, 45 millimeter lug to lug, 11.9 millimeters thick. And the cool thing is you can see it's not a super thick watch, and it lays very, very flat on the wrist, just like the originals. And that, look at that. Check cut crystal. You don't see that anymore, really. This was very, very cool around the 70s. You don't really see it too often. Get a display case back there. This is a Swatch Group brand, 100 meter water resistance rating, caliber R808. We'll talk about that in a moment. Excuse me. Let's go down. 80-hour power reserve, by the way. ETA base, obviously it's a Swatch Group movement. 80-hour power reserve, 25 joules, 21,600 VPH. So it's not the smoothest sweep, but I'm sure the movement's accurate enough. Niva Schron Nivachrone, Niva Chiron. Doesn't matter how I say it, people will get upset. Hairspring, adjusted 5 positions, hours, minutes, central seconds. H-Link bracelet. This is 1,950 Swiss francs. So we're looking about, around $2,000. Beautiful, beautiful watch. So cool. The finishing on this cage here is awesome. It is oh God. It is so cool. And this insane bezel with the case's bezel it's just nasty, absolutely nasty. You get the Rado logo here. You get really nice, almost two-tone vibes coming from that handset, and then the gears here, and then that gold tone coming off the logo. You have the signage, what looks to be obviously on the crystal, right? They can't put it here because there's holes everywhere. Such a cool design. Truly, truly love this watch. This might be one of their best releases in a very long time. Look at that. It's just so cool. I might get this watch, guys. Awesome. I really dig it. They did a very good job. And, makes me happy to see watchmakers that, I don't know, kind of fell by the wayside for me personally come back to my good graces. Not that I'm some weird orological overlord, but it just feels nice to rediscover a brand and say, hey, you know what? They are doing some cool things. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you because this is probably one of the more exciting releases from Rado. And this Rado Diastar original skeleton is, I don't know, something you should pay attention to. And if you have 1,950 Swiss francs burning a hole in your pocket, maybe throw it at this. Or spend it at the Time Teller shop and I'll find you a proper watch. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me. Stay tuned later this afternoon for a hands-on review of this. I'm only going to give you a little sneak peek. What could that be, Time Teller? It looks so cool. What is it? Is it a dive watch? No. Very, very interesting. But you're going to see the review in a little bit. So, love you guys. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jordan Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Also, it's 12:56 p.m. We just got down to business, but I forgot to tell the time earlier. All right, whatever. Love you.